My name is Gina Fournier. Today is 9/28/2013 at 7:33 p.m. I am working on my Facebook diary, the ongoing struggle to save my life in lieu of William McQueen and Oakland Community College's witch hunt against me. This is part 2 of Howard Friedman's torture in December 2012. He's a hack medical doctor, paid mercenary, met with me for 45 minutes, and here's what happened. Part 2, picking up where it left before. I hope.
Okay, so let's go back. So that you feel that they feel that either you're incompetent or mentally ill.
Right.
And you feel you need it.
That's right.
Okay. Can I ask you what, in your opinion, did it tell you what suggests to them that you might be incompetent?
Ironically, their lack of competency. Since 2005, I have never been fully evaluated by the administration. Now, independently, I assess my students about my teaching every single class, every single semester. But they...
It's not relevant.
Yes, it is relevant.
What I'm asking you is, what in your opinion, if it's relevant,
Do you disallow long answers, sir?
No.
I'm answering. Are you interrupting? Are you saying that you won't let me finish? Are you telling me what you...
No, you can finish.
Well, it is relevant. It is relevant. They have looked at one section of students. I've been there since 2005. They ignored 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. They didn't start looking until one class, and they're looking at 1 or 2 students with charges that they have not supported with any evidence, and really they are so vague, and there is nothing to these charges. I couldn't even summarize these charges. So for the most part, this school has ignored my students, and now in the paperwork they name one student, Luke Jackson, who never completed any coursework. They've ignored thousands of students who've completed coursework and completed my course, but as part of what is clearly to me a witch hunt, they're looking at one student who never completed coursework.
In all fairness.
Yes.
In all fairness, because I'm not...
In your view.
I need to know current. In all fairness, when somebody deals with mental illness, it's a situation that necessarily doesn't apply to one's whole life. There could be actually no issues 2-3 years ago, 6 months ago. And they're here today. I see that.
So why don't you defer when you see that I have a therapist I have been working with much longer? Why are you involved?
Come 27 minutes late. You're questioning me about more than we have more limited time. If we're going to get more time, it's going to be, I have to request it. And you're interrupting me.
But you interrupted me as well.
That are not relevant to the purpose of this conversation.
In your view, in my view, they are.
If you have any concerns about the nature of this or my qualifications or competency, other than what I've already told you, then you have other ways of taking that up. The more that you don't answer the questions directly, we're going to have less time. I may not be able to do the evaluation today. Okay? Because that's the fact of the matter. Right? Okay? Does that help? I'm not trying to not answer, but I want it to be relevant to our purposes. Does that make sense?
You took a lot of time explaining the same thing again. Why don't you go to your next question, sir?
I'm the one that's conducted the evaluation. If you choose not to answer questions, that's all you can say. I choose not to answer. Okay? But I'm looking for certain information, and that's going to help me come to an opinion. All right, so let's go back. I think what you were saying was there was one student, Luke Jackson.
That is named in the paperwork. A student that never did any coursework.
Now, what did he allege?
Taking time to talk about Luke Jackson is a waste. But he alleged I was rude or something. and it's documented that Luke Jackson, because he's an online student, so everything was transpired in writing, it's documented that he was actually rude, and I was never rude. And again, to look at one student who did not complete coursework and ignore years of students that add up to thousands of students is not rational on the part of the school.
I hear it. All right. So basically what you're saying is that your allegations that you're being incompetent is based primarily on one student, Luke Jackson, who is an online student, who alleges that you were rude, and that's why they're saying you're incompetent. Is there any other reason?
They have refused to give full evidence about anything, but in terms of incompetence, I believe that's it.
Okay, so that's all you, okay, one incident. I can see where you'd be concerned when one student complains that you're incompetent after all these years. Okay. I understand that. Let's move on here. You mentioned about seeing a therapist.
Yeah. I like working with ethical professionals.
So you have an ethical therapist.
Ethical, talented, progressive.
Talented. And what's his name?
He goes by Dr. John. Of course, he has a last name. I can't spell it, and I never pronounce it, but it does exist.
Dr. John, you don't know.
He's out of PCS Global. He never uses it, so I never pronounce it. He's out of PCS Global in Northville.
Clinic?
The name of the business.
Is it a mental health clinic?
I guess you really should ask this gentleman. He's a Renaissance man, and I think he has a few operations, including his work as a therapist. But obviously, if you want to ask about his business, it would be rational to ask him.
No, I mean,
really?
you're seeing him for, you obviously are convinced that he's a good therapist, and reasonable and ethical. So I'm just asking what's his background?
He's got every credential you can have, as far as the doctors, the associates, the
How
masters.
often do you see him?
Sometimes twice a month, sometimes 3 times a month, sometimes once a month.
How is that determined? I mean, is it appointment made or you just call?
It depends. Sometimes when I leave, sometimes when I call.
So you have no set appointment? And you don't know what exactly his credentials are?
No, I don't. I haven't memorized. He has 4 or 5 different degrees.
And has he been your therapist for a long time?
I got him in May when William McQueen, never having met me, had been on the job for 3 days, decided for no reason that I needed an 11-hour mental health screening. So I got my own therapist, primarily as defense. But then I met the guy, and he was so good that I just kept going. And the situation with OCC has created such a problem in my life that it's been helpful.
Excuse me. Was he the person that was picked
No.
the 11 hours? Did you do the 11 hours?
No, I got a lawyer at that point, and the lawyer got the 11 hours down to 2 hours, which was just under an hour and a half, with a real creepy hack in Southfield by the name of Elliot Wolf.
So 11 hours of evaluation, and your lawyer, So again, how does this Dr. John?
Your question's not clear. Maybe you could ask it again.
I mean, you said that Mr. McQueen, he asked
I was referred to Dr. John by another ethical professional. I say Dr. Julie Tumoon with Seven Directions Health is my natural doctor. In fact, I was just getting acupuncture from her, and she referred me to Dr. John.
Natural doctor?
Mm-hmm.
MD?
She isn't an MD. She's there is an accreditation with the Natural Doctor Organization, whatever it's officially called, and she has that accreditation.
She's not an MD, or
Thank God, because the American Medical Association is so corrupt at this point.
so this natural doctor, what was her name?
Dr. Julie Tumoon, and her practice and clinic is called Seven Directions.
Julie Tumoon?
That is correct.
Like Twomoon?
Correct.
And her practice is called what?
Seven Directions. It's in downtown Plymouth, and you can find that.
Okay, so she's the one that referred you to Dr. John.
That is correct.
He's got 4 to 5 degrees, but you don't know what they are.
This questioning seems a little nutty to me. He's got a doctorate, he's got a master's degree, he's got the degrees. Gosh, I think of my poor students at the bottom of all this.
Well, you're an educator, so I would think that you want to know these degrees, but you don't know what they're.
I checked them out at the time. I think you're manipulating my answer, and I think you're harping on something that is non-consequential.
I'm the one doing the evaluation. You can have an opinion. So now, you're a little bit about your background. Where were you born?